Well, it's a lovely day, isn't it? I mean, it's not hot, but it's not cold either. There's no wind. Is that a dog over there? Yeah. One person, one dog. Reggie, come with us. Right. But the best part of the beaches are like this, quiet. The odd hot summer day, you'll get a few people dotted around, but it's never crowded. Is it, Giovanni? In the odd summer day, you'll get a few people dotted around, but it's never crowded, this beach.
Yeah, lovely. It's a very safe beach as well.
Because it's shallow.
We don't have ripping tides here.
Not a big dip in the middle.
It's safe for families.
Yeah.
Kids, you can live and we can paddle out quite a bit and they're only up to their ankles. It's really nice. It's so underused.
Yeah.
It's so underused. The locals don't use it much either.
No.
Just the dog walkers.
Dog walkers.
Most of the dog walkers.
6 in the morning, you'll maybe see people out here with their dogs because they're getting their dogs walked before they go to work.
You're only 15 minutes from Glasgow.
Reggie, come. Reggie, you're a big brave boy. And when you're just feeling that you need some fresh air, it's just lovely. One of the other reasons I'm running late is because I was in the garden and I could hear my neighbour shouting for her little dog, and I knew right away what happened. She'd got off again. She's an escape artist, so her and I were round the streets looking for her little dog. We found her. She's an absolute monkey. She does it quite regularly. What can you do, huh? So that's one of the reasons I'm a wee bit behind. This is Friday and I'm trying to get this video out for Saturday, and yes, I know, I've done it again, waiting too long and trying to rush things, and I'll probably forget to put things in like I did last time. I've got to put a few shots in, but as I say, this is Friday, so Friday's my cleaning day, but it's a beautiful day outside and it's saying, come outside, we need you here. So I'm going between the doors, I'm cleaning and I am trying to tidy up. But I've got another wee mystery, another little mystery, and I'll show you. Did I tell you the first mystery? I don't know. Here it is. Now, I was speaking to my daughter earlier on, and I was telling her how just before we left Sicily, I spotted one of these in her nonna's garden, and it hadn't been there before. I was a wee bit confused because I didn't plant it there, and I didn't think they were so easily animal transfer. I didn't think it was so easy for it to be done, but apparently it is. And I've actually got some in a pot. Anyway, this is Jerusalem artichoke, but it's just so weird to me that this came up the exact same time as the one in Sicily did. So that's a wee bit of a mystery to me. I think my mother-in-law's going around working her magic everywhere. She was a bit spooky. She knew everything. Sunflowers are starting to droop. They're doing well, considering that was a packet of free seeds. I love them. The birds are going to have a good munch. We're going to have to take down all this ivy. It's grown from the other side of the wall. This has all got to come down. So that might be the next video. I don't know how we're going to do it. We do have permission to go in and cut the ivy because it is intruding in our property. And now that the birds have all flown the nest, we might just do that. I'll take you closer to the wall if you can see all these bits here. That's another reason why this has got to come down. Because this wall is 400 years old. And I'd quite like it to stay for at least another 100. So we are going to very, very slowly and painstakingly point it with a line render. But a little piece at a time. We're not going to do a whole section. Just a little piece at a time. Courgettes have actually been a dramatic failure. So this might be getting emptied soon. And I think I'll start planting up things for next year. That's on the agenda. This is never getting planted anywhere, but it is lovely. But I will never plant it anywhere. For obvious reasons, it's cane and, well, bamboo, which is cane. Look at these, aren't they gorgeous? I mean, I've got plenty of runner beans from these, plenty, and I'm letting some go to seed. But I grow it for that reason, for the seeds, and I also grow it because it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the way it fills a space. This is called Red Admiral, and I can see why. Because it commands a space. I actually don't know if I'm going to get any work done in the house. I've got the floor to wash, and I would like to dust. Oh my goodness, all the problems I've got, whether to wash the floor or dust. I want to stay in the garden with my little Romeo and Juliet. I'll show you them. Tell you the story about this. This is bought for one of my birthdays. I mean, years and years and years ago. And we just had put it down. Giovanni and I started fighting over this Romeo and Juliet statue. So much for romance. I'm going to go in and change because I really did get caught out. I'll sit down again. Stop moving around, giving you seasickness. I really did get caught out when the neighbour's dog did a run around. Did a escape act. Because I'm wearing this thing here. I mean, it's awful. And my leggings have got holes in them. So there I am. Little Lady Muck walking up the road shouting at my neighbour's dog. And I was mortified. So I'm going to change. Because that's a wee lesson in life. I was never a Girl Scout. But it's a wee lesson in life. To be prepared. And even if I was a Girl Scout, I probably would have changed the rules because it didn't suit me. My daughter-in-law bought me this at Christmas, amongst other things, but it's pretty big. I did have the cloth, but Giovanni spotted a cloth at the sink, and he's used it for something probably gross, so I can't use it, so I've got a wee lint-free cloth. I'm not going to ship Bethany because she weighs a ton. Place is filthy. Absolutely filthy. I don't know if it's because we're by the sea, got a lot of sand, or I'm just dirty. I don't know. Oh, I've got to lift her. Come on, Beth. Oops. She weighs a ton. This smells lovely. But we haven't had the fire on, so we've not got the excuse. Well, we did have it on actually, but we've not got the excuse that it's the fire that's causing all the dust. Okay. I got these out of, I think it was the Tesco's. One of the larger ones, obviously. And it was all gold, and I painted it because that's what I do. I used to use them as Christmas decorations, but never actually got back into the Christmas box this year. So they'll be out for this Christmas, but they might go back in again. I love them. These are gorgeous. My sister says to me, "Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. He's lovely." I says, "Yeah, I know. I've always liked it." I says, she says, "Oh, where did you get it?" I says, "You bought me it." She bought me it. I'm lucky that way. My sisters are always buying me something, or they'll see something that they know I like and they'll get it. And this is where these two came from. My sister was in the antique shop and saw these, and she said, "Oh, she's gonna love them." And I saw a photograph of them, and I said, "Oh gosh, I really love them." And then the next minute I know they're the bear. You gotta be careful what you say in front of these girls. Get some candles on. This here is the bane of my life, because it's not supposed to be sitting here. It's only here temporary. Temporary was just after Christmas. Temporary. So it's not staying here because I like the hall to be the hall. If it was smaller, it's not staying here. And I don't know if I'll have room in for it next door because I've got my wee unit that I bought from the charity shop. So I do believe my sisters might be fighting over this one. One of them, it was Kitty that gave me it, and I think it's going to maybe go to Tibby's house now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who's got the biggest club. Who wins the battle. As I say, bane in my life. Anybody that comes in, everything gets piled here, so it's not really a good idea to keep it, including myself. I put my hat here, but Giovanni's also put his hat there. That's another thing Kitty does. She buys loads of magazines and says they're for her, and then she brings them in and she never takes them back again. I'll have to make sure she takes some of them away though. This. Oh! What do I do with them? Board, you're supposed to put things on sideboards, but no. No, I've done it myself, look. This and this. And some measurements. I don't put any ornaments on here because it's directly in front of or behind, whichever way you look at it, of the couch. And I can just imagine the boys lolling around on the couch and an arm getting flung up and some ornament going for a button, as I say here. If anybody knows what that expression means, I wish you could tell me. Going for a button. I don't know. Going for a button. Well, it used to be button suits. You see, this is how my mind works. I'm cleaning and now I'm thinking about button suits. Is your mind the same? I'll replace that. That's done and dirty. In fact, I'll take it away just now. Let's not wait. I've washed the bathroom upstairs, but I'm going to wash the downstairs bathroom. I want your opinion. I did a little mural there. I think it must be a year and a half, maybe a couple of years. I've got fed up with it. And I think I've got a wee bit more, not better. Yes, better. I've got a little better at painting. I'm no Van Gogh, but I really enjoy it. I keep saying that. I'm no Van Gogh, but I really enjoy it. So I'll show you the bathroom in a minute. I don't know whether to paint it out and put pictures up, or paint it out and put another mural up, because I've seen some lovely ones. Really nice ones. And I had just copied that from a Chinese plate there. In fact, the plate that's up on the wall, he had copied the pattern from there, and it wasn't very good. It's okay in bits, but there's a big whole section that I really don't like. Wait till I show you this. I couldn't find this, and then I suddenly remembered. In my last video I was showing you some of the ornaments that my gran had, well, no, last couple of back videos that my gran had given me, and I couldn't find this anywhere, and then I remembered, oh, it's in the back, it's right at the bottom as well. Now Giovanni absolutely hates this, so I can't display it outside, so I've got to keep it in there, but he hasn't noticed it's in there, so shh. Don't tell him. This. I love her. Again. She's a wee bit crazy. In fact, you know, but I might just put her on the mantelpiece there, because she actually is of the same sort of genre as the little dogs. Yeah. That was my gran's. I'll see if I can sneak her in somewhere without him noticing, because he hasn't noticed at all that it's in this wee cabinet, because he never looks at it. A wee collection of dogs. There's no reason for him to look at it, because it's my wee collection of dogs. I know how kitsch is that. I know. It's not an antique. And I know it does have another one, but oh, it's another two. It's not an antique, but I love it. It doesn't love a poodle. This one here. Let me see. I can go right in. No, I'm not going to even pull it out, but they're lovely. Anyway, I'm going to shove this down. Finish cleaning this wee bit and then go into the toilet. And I want your opinion, so please respond. Please let me know you're out there. I'm in a bit of a dilemma, because you don't like painting out anything you've done, and it was one of my first things that I'd ever done. So it had been a wee bit of an achievement for me, but now I'm looking at it, there's only one bit that I like, maybe two. The rest I don't like. Maybe I could paint those out and make it more atmospheric. I quite fancy a big stag in that toilet. Yeah, button suits and stags. That's the conversation so far. This is my mum when she got married when she was 18. There's been a slug on this. It's me trail. My goodness. Spiders' webs. Oh. So here I am in my wee toilet. I like this part. And I like this part here. I'll show you. In fact, I'll take it off the stand so I can show you better. So here we are. I like this. And this tree and round to here. But when you get to here, this bit here, it's all out of proportion. I think it's all out of proportion. And this random whatever it was I thought I was doing. This tree is copied from the plate, so it does look like this. I could maybe refine that. I could do that, couldn't I? I could maybe refine that because that's the bit that's annoying me. And then I come round here and down to the little cove. I don't know if it makes any sense. I think that's what the problem is. I don't know if it makes any sense. It's been a bit of a chatty one again, with no projects again. Ready. Giovanni will be home soon, so I've got my beans ready we're having fish, and we'll be back more on our stride. Hopefully, the coming week. We should. As you know, it just takes the wind out your sails when someone dies. So we'll get back on track. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for your lovely comments. Please like, share and subscribe. If you've got this far, I love you forever, you know that. And you've been extremely patient. Thank you for watching. Cheers.